When I was a kid, I had this perception of God that he was one that would stomp you out if you did something wrong, right? You were next in line. If you messed up, you got in trouble at home, or you didn't do right at school, he was gonna come get you, you know what I mean? And as I grew up, I kind of grew further and further away from perceiving God in that way. And I began to see God as more maybe even a clockmaker God. I don't think there was ever a time where I didn't believe that there was a creator, because I think that there's just some things that, you think of that there has to be a God, and that was my mentality. Maybe that's some of your mentality today. Maybe that's your mentality, or has been at one point in your life. Like, there has to be something, but it's not what these people are talking about, you know what I mean? And so the more and more that I began to go through experiences in life, I caught myself reverting back, kind of, right? Like, when I would go through experiences or go through things where I thought maybe I was gonna die, or I wasn't gonna make it, or I was in an accident, dear God, right before, or whatever it was in my life at that moment where I knew I did not have the power to make things better, I would call on God. And was I believing? I was hopeful. I wouldn't say I had faith, but I was hopeful that there was a God up there listening to me. And did God deliver me from those different things? Yes. Yes and yes. Did I know God 100% was the one that did it when it happened? No. Matter of fact, I was just grateful that I got through the situation. And most of those times I went right back doing the same, living the same type of lifestyle, and essentially not learning from the situation. It wasn't until I let my guard down, all my preconceived ideas about God, presuppositions, all that, I was just like, all right, let me look at this God thing and really start thinking about the different times in my life where I called out to him. And every single time there was an answer. Every single time there was an answer. Was it the type of response that I was looking for exactly every time? No. Did he save me out of situations where I could have died? Yes. And to be honest with you, if I'm ever in those situations, I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me, but if you're ever in a situation where you're close to death, you don't care how you escape that thing, right? As long as you escape that thing, as long as God delivers you from it. And so I was thankful despite how things turned out, and I remember when I started thinking about those things, that's when God started opening my eyes to the different times in my life where he was right there. And now I look back and it's so evident, it's so clear. But as I was thinking about what to say this morning, I felt God saying that for a lot of you, maybe you don't see it. And one day you're going to look back and you're going to be like, it's so clear. It was so clear. But maybe you need to let your guard down. Maybe you need to let go of any preconceived ideas, any preconceived beliefs that your family had. Because a lot of us, right, we grew up in families where they have certain spiritual beliefs, and therefore we say we're whatever they are, right? And to be honest with you, at the end of this thing, your family's not going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Your family's not going to be there saying, well, that's what the family believed. It's up to you. This is an individual thing between you and God, So maybe those things are not clear to you right now. And so I hope my advice is that you ask God to make things clear for you. That he would make his presence in your life clear to you now. He will answer you. I promise. And I'm praying for you right now. May you open the eyes of people. May they see you in their everyday life. One love. God bless. If you need prayer requests, or if you have any prayer requests, please leave them down below. Love you guys. God bless. Hope you have a wonderful day.